Hello, everybody. It's I, Zankoku, and welcome to I Got My Heart Broken, so here is a poem. Yes, the attempted weekly poetry slash therapy session where I share my poetry with all of you and then I discuss it and dissect and talk about my feelings and all that stuff and then afterwards, hope I don't piss anybody off. anyways, all right. So today's episode is gonna be a little different. So instead of the doom and gloom and horrors and blood and guts and violence and sorrow. There's still going to be doom and gloom and sorrow, but this one's going to be a little more, how you would say, lamenting, somewhat romantic in certain ways. Anyways, and continuing to press on through the fear and the doubts, I've grabbed a selection that is, I don't know, I think is going to be interesting. So hopefully you all like it. And also, just a quick note, just in case nobody pays attention. In the description, I do have these timestamps for like the intro and the poems and whatnot. So if you really want to just fast forward to the poems, you can just go into the description and click on the timestamp, and then boom, it should take you right there. Supposedly, it should do automatic chapters, but apparently, I'm just not good enough for that. I don't know. Anyways, so let's start off with the first one. The first one is an interesting one. This one is inspired by a person who, back when I was in a relationship, this person, I don't know like the right word, proposition me, but whatever. But she was into me, but I was in a relationship. And of course, we know that that relationship destroyed me. So this is an after the fact type of poem of wondering and somewhat lament. In hindsight, of course. Yeah. So this one's called Sarah. So here we go. If only I could turn back time, back to that day, when you started to talk to me in an unusual way. You wanted to spend some time in my heart, but because of my other, I had to depart. You told me you just wanted to see if it works, to steal me away from her and make me a jerk. I told you that I love her and that I would not stray. Now looking back, I truly regret that day. For now I sit alone in my own misery, for that other has left and is gone for eternity. If only I had known what the future will hold, I certainly would have considered your offer so bold. If only I could turn back time, back to that day, when you said you were leaving, going far away, I would have agreed to spend that last night with you, to feel loved by another, while the other was too. But I would not do it out of my scorn, for such a thing I deserved to be torn. I would do it because I had real feelings for you, and wanted to see if we could make it through. To see if love could work with you instead. For missing that chance, I wish I were dead. So now you're gone and it's too late. I guess losing people is my fate. So, yep. So, yeah. So this person, we were kind of acquaintances. We talked and whatnot. Um, but she never, like, I never really, like, don't think she ever really showed that much interest in me. Um, but yeah, sometime while I was with my girlfriend at the time, she moved away, and during this time, she started to, well, treat me differently. She started to engage with me more, talk with me more, and she one day came out and said, "Hey, I think we should give ourselves a try, right?" And I was like, I was still in that relationship. Lo and behold, I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know that, the woman I love was going to leave me for another man. So, and I was trying to be the loyal guy. I mean, it wasn't like she wasn't attractive or anything. She was attractive, but I mean, like in my mindset, it was just never a thought. And I was just like 100%, you know, in with my girl, in with my woman. I could, like, almost to a point where you would consider myself oblivious to other people's advances and stuff like that, because I would just be like, I'm not even considering that. It's like not even in the thought process. So, one of the things, you told me you just wanted to see if it would work to steal me away from her and make me a jerk, and me making me a jerk. Try to steal me away. It's not your fault. It would be my fault because I'm the one, obviously she shouldn't be doing that. But, I'm the one who ultimately makes the decision. And, so if I fall for her trap, that's me. I own that. I'm the asshole. As much as, she's in the wrong, it will be nothing until I do the bad thing. So, anyways, and this poem is kind of like me looking back and going, wow, you know what? If I would have known what I knew then, I might have tried to give it a shot because, who knows? Maybe she would have been better overall in the end. I don't even know what happened to her. She went away and never really talked to her before. She wanted to spend a night. I put a night here. I think it was actually like a weekend before she left. But yeah, it never materialized because I wasn't gonna be doing that. And at the end, it's like, you know, but I would not do it out of scorn. So if I could go back, knowing what I do, would I do it again? And of course, I would be like, I wouldn't want to do it out of scorn. I wouldn't want to do it, to get back at my ex. I would want to do it, and the thing is, after that, for such a thing, I'd deserve to be torn, because I shouldn't just, because that's using that woman then, if I went back and did it just out of spite and anger for what happened to me, you know, I deserve the hate. I would deserve the hate, because that would be using her to get back at somebody, using her to channel my anger or whatever, and that's just not right, and that's not fair for her. So I would do it because I had real feelings for her, and I wanted to see, if it could work, to see if love could work with you instead. For missing that chance, I wish I were dead. It's like, I missed that chance. But then again, in hindsight, it was someone who wasn't respecting another person's relationship. So, why would I assume that she would respect our relationship at that point? And, I would think she would also be suspicious because if we would have done that, that would have been cheating in a way. I mean, even though I guess, we weren't technically engaged or married, but I mean, I still consider that, we were considering ourselves exclusive. So it wouldn't be like, I consider that cheating. I consider that being unfaithful. So now you're gone and it's too late. I guess losing people is my fate. And that last part is not just like love, but friends and people that I've met and formed some bonds with. They always seem to leave, even outside, like family things. It's like I could never keep friends from school. I could never keep friends from work because they'd always leave. It would be like they always leave, and I am always the one stuck where I am. And so that sort of thing. I guess losing people is my fate. Is always the thing. Is like they always disappear from my life. I don't necessarily disappear from theirs. They just leave the scene. What happens to them, I don't know, and that's another lament. So, in a way, I mean, this poem is just more like telling a story. Not necessarily romantic, even though I guess there's like this sort of romantic idea of like maybe, I could have taken her up on her offer, but it's more of a lament and a what if, but also a little bit of a, hey, this happened, but I didn't. I wasn't the asshole. To I guess to make me feel better about it. To say, look, you did the right thing. I did the right thing. Yes, and of course, no good deed goes unpunished, and I did the right thing, but I end up with the pain and the agony and the sorrow and the depression. So, anyways, but there you have it. Sarah. Yeah, it's one of two poems I think I've named after people. She knows who she is, but there's very infinitesimal chance she'd ever see this. I don't even know if she's still alive. Honestly, it's been a while. Anyways, whatever. I'm an narrator. And this is the funny thing is I've known 5 or 6 Sarahs in my life. And so I hope now that I think about it, I hope one of the other Sarahs don't ever get it. It's probably unlikely that they do, but they could, and then it would be like, wait a second, none of that happened. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, no, not you, Sarah. See, I'm not gonna. No last names. No last names. No. Anyways. You know what? Wait. Well, her name wasn't even Sarah. Yeah, that's right. I used a pseudonym. There we go. It's a pseudonym. Trust me, I'm telling the truth. It's a pseudonym. It's absolutely no 100% not named Sarah. So I don't know what you're talking about. I'm. Hey, how's it going here? Hey, what's up, Jason, Oscar, Freddie? All that stuff, Hey, Tom, how you doing? I don't know what these people are talking about. This Sarah, I don't, it's a pseudonym, right? There we go. Okay, well, anyways. All right, well, moving on, everybody, moving on. Okay, so, this one is, another, I guess you would say pseudo-romantic, but also, I guess, sad in a way. It's, I guess some of it's frustration, some of it's just questioning, situations and whatnot. And this one actually is not inspired by a particular person. This one was actually kind of just inspired by every relationship I've ever been in. Or relationship I've tried to be in. This was inspired by all the loves lost, especially the ones that never knew that I liked them, because there was always this fear. I've have a lot of doubt in my abilities to attract a woman, and I have a lot of how you would say, I do not have a lot of self-confidence. And so, I fear that if I let people know my feelings, it would be considered negative. It would not be taken as a positive. It would be taken as a negative. But we'll get more into that. So here it is. This one is called What I Cannot Say. What I Cannot Say. All right, so here we go. All the time in this life spent falling from a height that I will never attain again. Restless thoughts that haunt my nights. Romantic visions of you. To lose oneself in a torrent of love's passion raining down upon me, a wish, a hope, never to be realized. I wish I could tell you all that is within my heart, my feelings for you. I wish I could just hold you in my arms, look deep into your eyes, and speak to your soul. To profess my love for you, my desire to be at your side, to brave the trials of life, to fight for your love, for your hand. I don't know what I can say to you now. To find something to say, I don't know how. Every time I see your face, my heart hides. I have to leave until the feeling subsides. Why do I must feel this way for you? To rid this curse, what must I do? My heart yearns so much to set my love free, but it is a love that I know can never be. For what am I to a wonderful woman like you? I am just a useless failure and an old fool. How could I ever draw the attention of your heart? I am so helpless that I don't know where to start. There are so many reasons for you to turn away. Oh, if there were only some reasons for you to stay. All right, I mean, I don't know what happened with that poem because it just started all free verse and then it just ended up rhyming. And I guess when I was writing that, I just started to get into a groove and it just sort of flowed. But then, oh my God, the whole heart and start rhyme. I've done that. What it feels like so many times, too many times. It almost like irks me now when I see it. I'm like, oh, gee, can't I come up with something better? I don't know. I mean, I have, but it's just anyway. So let's get into it. Obviously, this feelings like I cannot tell you how I feel because I'm so afraid. And it starts out with all this time in this life spent falling from a height that I never will attain again, and that's the whole. I had love. I was in a relationship. I thought it was going to be forever. I thought I'm going to get married and have a family. I had, I was happy. I was positive. I was, joy and life was great and everything was just a bright future. And then it ended and I've been falling ever since. And I'm just never can get that. I have this feeling that I can never attain that again. I can never get to that height again. Restless thoughts that haunt my nights, and that's That's the thing, you know. How can I get back up there? How did I end up in this place? How did I fall? And then of course romantic visions of you, and there's romantic visions of whoever at that moment that I have feelings for. And and then the whole what I want, to lose oneself in a torrent of love's passion raining down upon me. That's what I want. I want love's passion raining down upon me. I don't just want to love, I want to be loved. I want to have the hugs and kisses and everything um, put on me. I want to be embraced and enveloped with love and passion. That's what I want. I want the two-way street, right? I don't want to just give. I want to receive too. I want it all. So silly. And, it's a wish, a hope, but never to be realized because, I'll love, but I won't be loved. They always this question, after breakups and stuff, people always say is oh, will I ever love again? With me, it's no, I definitely will love again. And that's the fucking problem, because the question is not whether I will love again. The question is, will anyone ever love me again? And that's the thing that I struggle with, because I don't think that as years go by, it feels more and more likely that no, I won't be loved again, ever again, and I've missed my chance. I've lost my opportunity. I blew it. So, a wish, a hope, never to be realized. And then comes the what I wish that I could say, but what I can't say, I wish I could tell you all the things within my heart, my feelings for you. I wish I could just hold you in my arms, and that's one of the things, I keep people's personal space, personal. I try not to make contact with them. Because I figure that is not welcomed. My being, and this is the problem with low self-esteem and low self-worth, is that you start to see yourself as a negative. You start to see yourself as undesirable, and that your presence is undesirable. You're just simply being around is a negative. People don't like it. People don't want it. And so, you can't tell them how you feel. Because if you tell them how they feel, it's not a positive thing. It's not wow, cool, someone really likes me. That's great. I feel, flattered and whatnot, regardless of whether or not I reciprocate. That's cool. That's great. I'm a worthy person. But instead, it's oh my God, yuck, gross, creepy, get out of here. I don't want, it's unwanted, it's unwarranted, it's to be feared. My love, my feelings are to be feared because they're undesirable, they're unwanted, because I'm undesirable, I'm unwanted, and so and then, you can't, you're not a hugger because physical contact, let alone, they don't want you touching them. Ooh, ew, gross. Ew, brother, ugh. Stay away. And so, you can't do those things, because you feel that you are not worthy, you are not worth it, you are loathsome and scorned and reviled and feared, and your very existence is disgusting and unwanted, and therefore any of your affection, any of your life is all that. And so you don't want to say that to them, because you're afraid that that's what's going to happen, is that you're going to make things worse. You're around enough. That's bad enough. But you say, well, I think you're kind of, I'm kind of keen on you myself. Oh, get away from me. Call the cops. Restraining order. Blah blah. And it's ridiculous. But when you're in that mode, it's not that ridiculous in your mind. And so, that's why you can't say things. You can't do things. Look deep into your eyes. That's a thing about me, is like I like to look into the eyes because I'm looking for something in their eyes. And there's people who say, like, what kind of man are you? Are you a breast man? Are you a booty man? Are you a leg man? And I'm like, I am an eye man. I love beautiful eyes, and I love to look deep into someone's eyes and try to see if there's anything that I can see love in their eyes, see want, desire. That's what I want. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I like all the curves. I'm not gonna. Don't get me wrong. If you're just a pair of eyeballs, things might not work out. I like, first of all, you don't have a brain. You're just two eyeballs, just out there. Like, are you floating in space? I don't know. It's weird. I think I would be uncomfortable with that. I'm just gonna put that out there. You need the rest of your body, and not just your eyes. But anyways, I don't even know why I even came up with that. I'm stupid. I'm dumb. Whatever. Anyways. Look deep into your eyes and speak to your soul, to profess my love for you, my desire to be at your side, all this stuff, to brave the trials of life, fight for your hand, fight for your love. That's all that stuff that you can't say because it's undesirable. They don't want to hear it. They don't want you fighting for her. They want someone that they want fighting for them, And it's like, you are nothing. You are a troglodyte. And so, don't say that stuff. And so, yeah, you're afraid that they're going to be uncomfortable. You're afraid that they're going to be mad. And, and the thing is, like, in these things, if you have feelings for someone, you always try to hold on to this hope, this shred of hope that they will actually reciprocate those feelings. But the thing is, you're so not confident that you're waiting, you're hoping to see an indication that they might. You're waiting and hoping for them to make the first move, because you can't, because you're so low valued that you can't do it. They have to make the move. They're the ones who have to take your hand. They're the ones who have to kiss you, hug you. They're the ones who have to say they have feelings. Because you're so worthless, you can't do that. You can't take that risk. So, and then of course, the confusion, not the confusion, or the frustration, I don't know what I can say to you now. To find something to say, I don't know how. And every time I see your face, my heart hides, and I have to leave until the feeling subsides. It's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I don't know what I can do to make you turn my way. My God, that rhymed. Sorry. But anyways, and then it's like, every time you see this person, you're hit with those feelings, and then you're hit with the sorrow that comes with it. And you're like, and you don't know what to do, and you just want to get out of the situation. You got to hide, and you start avoiding them, and you start planning your day, getting around, and trying not to, because you don't want those feelings. You don't want that. So, why do I must feel this way for you? That's the thing. Why? Why do I have to feel this way? Why do I have to feel something for someone who doesn't love me or doesn't share those feelings? Why am I to have these feelings? What is the point of this? Is it to suffer? Is it to feel bad? Is it to realize how horrible of a life I live? How horrible of a person I am, that, I'm going to have feelings and they're going to not feel that way about me, And so, to rid this curse, what must I do? Instead of love and affection and, crushing on someone being like a wonderful thing, a wonderful positive thing, it's actually now considered a curse. It's a curse. I am cursed with feelings for people because I know that they will never reciprocate. And therefore I have to always deal with the longing and the unfulfillment and the sadness and the lament and the grief, and the wanting and the lack of satisfaction, the lack of having love put upon oneself. And so it's a curse. You wish you felt nothing at that point. You wish you just didn't feel one way or the other, because all those feelings are poisoned with sorrow and regret and all kinds of negative things. The positive of love has turned into a negative force. And it's sad and it's bad, It's like my heart yearns so much to set my love free, You want to give this love. You want to give your heart and soul to someone. You want to just embrace them and all that, and you can't, because you know that it will never be. It is a love that will never be. And so you can't do that, because you're gonna go to jail. Or something anyways, but it's like, and so and then once again the self-doubt and the blaming yourself, but for what am I to a wonderful woman like you? I'm just a useless failure, an old fool. I'm a failure. I have not been able to turn your eyes toward me. That is my failure. Whether it is failure in any aspect of my life, eventually I have failed to be someone who is lovable. I have failed to be someone who is desirable. I have failed to be someone that someone wants. That's in the end. And an old fool, because time continues to press on, and the years go by, and you're getting older and older. And with age comes less desirability sometimes, So anyways, so how could I ever draw the attention of your heart? I'm so helpless. Yeah, and that's the thing, is like, how can I get that attention? And that's the ultimate question. And then so there are so many reasons for you to turn away. Once again, you're a negative. There's so many reasons why you are not going to look my way. I have my looks, my career, my net worth, my personality, all kinds of stuff. And I'm like the lament and the wondering, if there was only some reason for you to stay. Was there some reason for you to stay with me? I don't know. It's hard to say. I can't figure it out. So I'm asking, I'm wondering, I'm crying out, like, where, what, how? I don't know. So there you go. What I cannot say. Real interesting layers of different feelings and emotions all spawn from this situation where you cannot talk to someone. You can't look into their eyes and say, hey, you know what, I have feelings for you. I have a desire to be with you, and I want to see if we can make it. I want to see if we can be good for each other, if we can, if the seed of love can bloom into a flower, and maybe that flower turn into a garden. I don't know. That's the thing. It's like, but you can't say that. You can't say that because you don't believe that they are going to ever want what you want. Anyway, so, and especially you don't believe that they will ever want you. So there we go. What I cannot say. And there's like a big gap here. And then the next page is this poem, which I was going to read. I don't know. It was I don't think it was last episode, like a couple episodes ago. I don't know. Anyways, this one, untitled, and I don't remember. I always thought, at first I thought this was part of that previous poem, and I realized that it's not because, like I said, there's this big gap, and then it's on the next page, and it doesn't really fit in with what was going on there. So I don't know what this is. It's untitled. I think of a title for it. I mean, I think maybe like, Is There a Place? Is There a Place might be a good title for this. Or There Is a Place, or maybe I should just call it A Place. Maybe. But I don't know. But once again, this is in the kind of similar vein in a way. But let's get into it. So, man, maybe I'll call it A Place. It's a place, right? There we go. I've just titled this. So, and once again, I'm not sure who I was writing this for. Probably it was just another general feelings type of thing. But anyways, and the reason why I didn't read it before was because a lot of these, there are parallels to what's going on with me in the present time, and that's the thing, is just it just shows that I've always been struggling with these feelings, but also like how common and real these feelings are. These are not just things that are isolated incidents. They're part of the human experience, right? I think everyone at one time probably goes through these type of situations and these type of feelings. And so, anyways, so here we go. A place, right? There is a place for me to go in this world, a place where my heart can be free. Search far and wide for that place where love is waiting there for me. From the darkened depths of my frozen life, my heart will now seek out the light of your soul piercing through the black cloak of the cold that is the night. So once again I look into your eyes, holding on to hope that I will see past reflected images of myself, a place where love is waiting for me. From the furious fires of my passion, I will seek out your light. The light bursts bright from your eyes through the frigid darkness that is the night. Look now deep inside your heart. Will there ever be a place there for me? Seek deep within yourself. Is there a place where love is waiting for me? So this one is, once again, there is a yearning, a longing, but it's kind of positive because, like, instead of it, is there a place for me to go in this world, a place where my heart can be free? No, it clearly states there is a place for me to go in this world, a place where my heart can be free. So there's a place for me. There's the belief that there is a place for me where I can set my heart free, where I can love freely, where I can love without restraint and without fear. A place where love is not, a place where I not only can do that, but where love is waiting for me. It's waiting for me to be there. From the darkened depths of my frozen light, my heart will now seek out the light, because right now I am in the darkness. I am in the depths. It is the eternal night of loneliness, of sadness, of regret, of pain, of doubt, fear. But now my heart, it seeks out the light. And where does that light come from? Well, that light comes, the light of your soul piercing through the black cloak of cold that is the night. It's your soul that is bringing this light that I am searching for. And that light is piercing through that darkness. It is reaching out into my darkened depths in my frozen life and showing me the light. So once again, I look into your eyes. Once again, I'm looking into eyes. A theme. I've said it many times before. Looking into your eyes. I am a big eye person. Holding on to hope that I will see. I'm hoping that when I look at you, I will see something. I will see something. And there is past reflected images of myself. Basically, I want to see my reflection in your eyes, and I want that reflection to be the reflection of the person who was loved and loving and happy and joyous and positive, not necessarily the person who's in the darkness, the person who's with doubt, with fear, with loneliness. No, I don't want to see that person. I want to see the reflected images of me when I was happy, because that's what I want to be. And it's a place that I will see in your eyes, a place where love is waiting for me. I want to see that. From the furious fires of my passion, I will seek out your light. I will pick myself up, fueled by my passion, fueled by my love, to seek out that light, to seek out that place. And that light bursts bright from your eyes through the frigid darkness that is the night. That light, it is not a light. It's not a little twinkle. It is a beam, a bright, hurt your eyes staring at it type of light. And so in the end, I ask, for the person to look now deep inside your heart. Will there ever be a place there for me? And is it me asking them, or is it me asking myself, is there a place in this person's heart? Maybe I'm asking for both of us. What do we see? What do we find? And then I ask, seek deep within yourself, is there a place where love is waiting for me? And I guess ultimately that's what I want to see, and what I want to know, and what I want to hear, is that that there is a place within that heart. It's a deep place. It may be out of the way. It may be hard to find. But maybe there is a place where love is waiting for me. A place that maybe someone closes off. Maybe someone hides. Someone's afraid to allow that place to be found. I don't know. There's a lot of reasons for it not to be found, or even not to be looked for. So it's, but there it is. It's this sort of longing and this hope and this wanting. In the end, you just want to be in a place where you don't have to be afraid, that you can love and be loved. You check out my new water bottle there. I had to retire the old dented, half destroyed one. Anyways, it's something. It's something. Now, I did finish a poem, one that I've been working on for a while, and I have actually read it to the person who inspired it, and it was really a frightening experience for me. This is the first time I ever actually read a poem that I specifically wrote, inspired for someone. And I was thinking about sharing it with you all, but I realized that we never really discussed the poem after I read it. I mean, we had some talk about some things that may have been brought up because of the poem, but the thing is, like, I didn't really able to talk about like why I wrote what I wrote and what I was thinking and what I was feeling. And the problem with this format that I'm doing here is that when I read the poems, I just kind of go through and I talk about the feelings and the stuff that's involved. And I realized that I didn't have any kind of conversation with this person about that, and I don't want to have them feel like they're being blindsided by something. So I don't know. I will talk with them and ask them if they mind, if they're, I mean, like, you promise you're not gonna, whatever, anything negative, if I say the poem and go deep diving to it, because it's definitely a poem that, in a lot of ways, like what I cannot say, kind of starts one way and moves and eventually ends in kind of a similar way. But I don't want anyone to feel weird. And I don't want anyone to go like, I didn't know that you felt that way. I'm like, well, I thought, but maybe I wasn't clear. I don't know. I'm trying to avoid misunderstandings and all kinds of bad things. Stay away from the drama. Stay away from the drama, man. Oh, I don't know. Anyways, I don't want to start no drama either. The only drama I want to start is a love drama where the drama isn't through conflict, as the drama is from, all right, when are they finally going to get together? That's the drama. I'll start that drama. I'm not going to start the drama of hurt feelings and stuff. It's just like whatever. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Anyways, so we'll see. Until then, it's the end of my vacation, so I'm feeling kind of bad because I gotta go back to work tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to that, but also, like, I had a pretty good week. I had a lot of fun. Did a lot of cool things, and got to spend a really spectacular day. It was a wonderful day. It was a great day. And I hope to not only do it again, but maybe do it more and more and more and more. I know I'm selfish. I'm selfish like that. I'm selfish. Anyways, but say la vie. I'm going to end it here. So thank you all again for watching another episode of I Got My Heart Broken, So Here's a Poem. And hopefully you can get inspiration. You get energy from this, and you go out and you try to live your best life, and you try to tame your fears and your doubts, and hopefully know that you can overcome that. Life is worth living, and it's great, and even though you can't always get what you want, part of it is fighting for it and putting up the good fight, right? Right? Because, it's not necessarily destination, but it's the journey. I've heard that many times before. So anyways, I hope all of you are having a good day, a good week, a good month, a good year, a good life. And I will see you next time. So remember, Internet, stay sexy. And catch you later.